A warm welcome to Joburg Today. I'm Riley Sakwe. Cataracts are a huge problem in humans, and the same could be said about animals. The Johannesburg Animal Eye Hospital offers our furry friends another chance to see life in a different light.
Eyes are considered the windows to the soul. But whether or not you believe animals have souls, the cataract op at the Johannesburg Animal Eye Hospital is expected to remove the curtains over Nettie's eyes. Diabetics caused Nettie's cataracts.
So she's, a little bit confused because she has a brother and they've never been separated before in 6 years. So she's a little bit upset that he's not here. He's upset at home being alone. But yeah, it's a big day today.
80% van hulle met diabetes kry katarakte. So dis wat algemeen. So meeste van hulle kry dit maar eintlik in daar.
At this stage, we're using a technique called phacoemulsification, which is a very high frequency ultrasonic fragmentation of the lens. So that enables us to remove the lens through a 3mm corneal incision. So you go through a tiny little incision and remove the lens through that. So it's a minimal invasive procedure, leading to a really successful outcome. We're literally using the most modern technique, and that's the gold standard used anywhere else in the world. We're using exactly the same equipment as we do in humans for cataract surgery. If you compare cataract surgery in a dog and in a human, it is literally identical.
Segment removal ultrasound. Sculpt ultrasound.
In the meantime, other pet owners and patients are waiting to see Africa's only female veterinary ophthalmologists.
MRI, and she failed the MRI. And they said it's liver cancer.
And so we're just going to pop this piece of filter paper. So the majority of our day focuses around dealing with dog and cat eye diseases. There is specifically one condition that we know as pannus that we see very commonly in German Shepherd dogs. And what we notice here is due to the high levels of UV exposure, their corneas start to react in a very chronic and inflammatory, sort of nature. So it literally produces a film across the eye, and that can affect vision. Now, quite interesting, at the coastal areas, say for instance down in Cape Town, we have a practice there as well. We're not seeing as many pannus cases amongst the German Shepherd population there. And of course, once again, the altitude and UV conditions, sort of play a big role. Same goes for hemangiosarcoma, which is basically a tumor, a cancerous growth which forms on the eye, once again related to levels of UV exposure.
We're also consulting in other countries like Hong Kong and Malaysia at one stage, and also the UAE. And the reason for that is there's only a handful of veterinary ophthalmologists worldwide, or there's a whole bunch in Europe and America. But if we look at Asia, there's literally 2 or 3 veterinary ophthalmologists working there. So, and the big thing is animals get eye problems no matter where they live.
Being the first vet in Africa to specialize in this field, Dr. Venter did some of his training with the medical students of the University of Pretoria. He and his colleagues are now involved in training veterinary ophthalmologists.
I think I'm very lucky and fortunate to be able to learn and underneath them and to be here with them so they can teach me and show me stuff here. Because they're the only one in the country, I think I'm very lucky.
But cats and dogs are not the only patients.
We do deal with a number of equine or horse patients as well. We've been privileged enough to work with a few cheetah, lions, a rhino here and there.
We've done cataract surgery on things from squirrels to porcupines to rhino, from orangutans and lion and cheetah. So yeah, we've done a whole vast variety of animals. I think probably the most challenging cataract surgeries are birds. Birds' eyes are anatomically completely different to normal mammals.
In the meantime, Nettie woke up. Still a bit uncomfortable After the successful operation by Africa's pioneering veterinary ophthalmologist, but most of Nettie's vision has been restored. Marisa de Klerk, Joburg Today.
I'm Lisa Raleigh and you're watching Joburg Today.
Join the conversation on our Facebook page, that's joburgtoday.tv. Follow us on Twitter @JoburgToday. And if you're one of those people who are constantly on the move, then pockettv.mobi. That's pocket with an I. This past weekend, Johannesburg's creative community got together for the Hello Ambassador Festival.
Aimed at promoting Joburg's creativity, the third Hello Ambassador Creative Festival was hosted last weekend at the Sai Bono Discovery Center.
Hello Ambassador is a creative festival. It happens over 2 days. It consists of speakers from the creative industry, from all different kinds of disciplines, sharing with us what it's about, what they do. Everything from fashion, design, art, music, architecture. We try to cover the whole spectrum. Then we also have a Creativity and Innovation Expo. We have a street festival, an after party, and workshops happening on both days. With the workshops, we have, for instance, a tattoo workshop by Timeless Electric Tattoos, and just a whole lot of things happening. We started it because we felt that there is so much talent in South Africa, creative talent. It's definitely a currency in this country, and we want to provide more opportunities and a bigger platform for these things to happen. It's a sector in this country that needs a lot of promotion and support.
This year, the Hello Ambassador Lecture Series featured leaders in different industries giving talks on their experiences, thoughts, and advice about the creative industry. Among the speakers this year were DJ Black Coffee, writer Lauren Bierkus, and Nando's CEO and founder Robert Brosen.
It's not about instant gratification. Things take time. It's not saying that's just going to happen. It took us 15 years to really build the Nando's brand and get to a point where you can say, sure, we're more or less at like a place where we can pay our bills. It's about having good people, good partners, good friends that can support you in the difficult times, but then staying with an idea. If you can dream it, you can do it. I mean, it's an old catchphrase, but you can, there's no reason why you can't start humbly and end up, being head to head with some of the best in the world. And as South Africans, there is such a positive outlook and such a positive opportunity that sometimes we bash ourselves, around a lot. Sometimes we get caught up in the negativity of what's happening around us. But as South Africans, we've got such a kind of energy, and there's such a make a plan kind of attitude with us that the world's our oyster, and we must never forget that.
I'm Samuel Gebhardt for Joburg Today.
What's up, everyone? It's your boy DJ Sab with the best thing ever from YFM 99.2, and you are watching Joburg Today.
If you are yet to see the film Tell Me Sweet Something, then you should definitely book yourself a seat at Ster-Kinekor to see the stellar South African work. And if that doesn't sell you, then maybe this will.
Not really my type.
The movie was really, really good. I hadn't seen the trailer, I'd heard about it, and when I came to watch it this morning, I was actually really, really impressed, thoroughly impressed.
I found the movie to be lovely, very sweet, lots of humor. Gordon is fantastic, he is the best, and I loved the chase scene.
Oh, I loved it, it was great. I love the whole take on African romance, South African romance. It was just phenomenal, actually.
It was pretty great, I won't lie. It was a pretty good movie, and I liked how it wasn't like Sandton, kind of Johannesburg. It was downtown Johannesburg.
I really enjoyed the movie. It was great. I enjoy a little rom-com every now and then, like no other guy on earth. My favorite scene was probably the dance scene. I don't know why, but that was probably my dance.
We need to talk. The movie itself was so real. It was down to earth. It was real. It was emotional. I just think it wasn't like, your fake doesn't exist type of movie. It was like real people talking about real issues and love. I love love.
Love that they incorporated a whole bunch of truly kind of South African things, Joburg things. It felt like Joburg.
Good movie. I think it's nice to hear the real life stories behind it. Or I think
it just, I guess it personalizes it to you, and it just like, yeah, it brings it back home.
Very beautiful scene was when the main character Nomzamo, she was throwing the papers in the air. That was so beautiful, absolutely amazing. I loved it.
And there you have it, folks. The people have spoken and they're absolutely in love with this new local South African film, Tell Me Sweet Something. Now you can't call me biased for actually loving local stuff. I'm Riley Sakwe for Joburg Today.
Hi, my name is John Barker. I'm the director of Spud 3 Learning to Fly, and you're watching Joburg Today.
And that brings us to the close of today's show. But be sure to check out our playlist as well as the latest episode of Business Destination Joburg. That's it from me, Riley. I leave you with Bad News by Wrestlerish.
Back in ETV.
We'll keep this in the dark, ignoring every spark. I'll be hanging around, just hanging around. And I'll keep this from myself, ignoring better health. I'll be hanging around, just hanging around. 'Cause baby, you're bad news. I don't trust myself with you, with you. You're bad news. I don't trust myself with you, with you. And we're better lost and found, ignoring better sounds. I'll be hanging around, just hanging around. And I'll keep this for myself, ignoring better health. I'll be hanging around, just hanging around. 'Cause baby, you're bad news. I don't trust myself with you, with you. You're bad news. I don't trust myself with you, with you. And this is more than I have found. And I can't last another round. You're bad news. I don't trust myself with you, with you. You're bad news. I don't trust myself with you, with you. Baby, you're bad news. I don't trust myself.